Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to discuss about how to create Jira forms in JSM cloud, and again how to create dynamic fields in JSM Jira forms. So let's quickly go to the Jira screen first, and let me open my Jira Service Management project. So if you go to the left bottom and you'll see project settings, click on it uh, and click on request types. So today I have a requirement like I need to create some new hardware request, and which is service request actually, but the form name should be a new hardware request. So let me just create a click on create request type. So click from blank, and I'll just give new hardware request, and I'll choose the issue type as service request because mostly this kind of request will comes under service request. And I'll choose project portal group. uh, it's mostly so I'll just keep it as general as of now. But in your organizations you might have some different portal groups, and you need to choose here. Okay, uh, I'll choose it as general and I'll just add it. So now I've added, right? So by default, summary field will be added as it is default field. And now we can add fields here, like if suppose if I would like to add some field directly, so I can add like attachment. I can just click on it and attachment will add here. Okay. So in this way we can add the required fields directly. But if you expecting some form needs to be there for multiple requests or multiple forms, you need to just create a form by clicking here, like just attach, clicking on attach form. Okay. So I'll just choose. So there would be a lot of categories here, a lot of forms here by default from Jira, and we can choose anything. Like if you click on IT, you'll see some kind of default forms. So I'm going to choose new hardware request because my requirement is to create a hardware request. So I'll just select it, and we can modify this form later. Okay. So so you don't think you can't modify this form later. So I'll just edit it. So this is the form structure by default from Jira. But what I'll do, I'll just okay, some pop-ups are coming. So I'll just delete all the things because my requirement is different, and so I'll just delete this layout. So I'll just so this is now empty. So I'm just not using the same template coming from Jira. So I'm just going to create my own template which I have my own requirements from my organization. So I'm going to create fields like by clicking on add field here. You can uh, give some fields like description. Let me add description, and here you need to link Jira field, like you just search and description. Okay. So then the description existed in the Jira will be mapped to this field. And if you want response required, then you can just click on it. And similarly, you can add something like whatever available, like date fields like start date, end date. Okay, so if you see here, actual start date. Okay, so in this way, you can build a lot of fields with in this form, and you can just click on save changes, so that form will be saved for your new hardware request. And let me just okay. So I need to change this save changes. So now, if you see here, you can so attachment and summary are directly added fields. But if you look at the form at the bottom, you can edit it and see. So these are the fields which I have added earlier. So this form will be common for every time, and we can uh, leverage this form for any other requests also. Suppose there would be a new software request in future, so we can utilize this same form there also. Okay, so this is how we can create Jira forms. Okay, hope you got this thing. And now we're going to discuss how to create a dynamic fields in JSM Jira forms. Okay, okay. So uh, now let's take an example of a field like so I'm going to create a hardware request, right? So let's go to the custom fields, and I'm going to create some field called which is a single select field, and the field called OS type. Okay, whether it is Windows or Linux or other. So I have requirement like when it is other option, then uh, there would be another free text should appear, so that user can add that other value in that field. So let me create this drop down field first, and I'll just I'll not update any screen here for now. And let me create a, a text field, like it's a short text, and when you just select other OS, then this text field should appear, right? So that's what a requirement, and uh, I'll just update. Okay, so OS, so we have OS type. When user selected other OS type, then other OS free text field should appear under the drop down. Yeah, under that field. Okay. So now let's go to the forms. I'll just refresh this form. New hardware request. Now, if you edit, the form will open. So, just treat this as a demo video, because I'm just creating some few fields only. Maybe in your organization you might have a lot of fields to be there in requirement. So I'll just add now drop down field, and name is OS type. And I'll just link a Jira field here. OS type. Okay. Uh, and if you see here, the choices will come, whatever options are available in that field. And I'll just make it as response required. Okay. And now I if user wants to select other and they wants to specify some other operating system in some free text. Now we need to add a section, and this we can just call it as a OS type section, and just select this. s- Show section is conditionally, and it will ask the field what field you want to add conditionally. So I'll just select OS type. So I'll just select other. So now you got the condition, right? So if OS type is selected as other, then this is the condition. This is the section. So now I'll add a field short text which I have created for other OS. I'll just link other OS. Okay. Okay, I'll just make it as description like please specify the other OS name. Okay. So you can go see the description here, web page. And now I need to close this section. Otherwise, the remaining fields will not appear. Okay. So just make sure when you're creating some section, you need to end that section. So you need to just add another section and just keep it as it is if there is no conditional. So just save it. Okay. And now let me go to my customer portal. Uh, okay. So this is my customer portal. So I have added the form under the general portal type, right? So I'll just click on it and I have new hardware request. Just click on it. And so these are the fields I have added, right? So I just added summary and description and start date. Okay. And OS type. If I select Windows, nothing will happen. If I select other OS will happen. So you can just provide something other than Windows or Linux. Okay, got it. So this is how we can make fields dynamic. Like I think you got the condition right. You got the point. How to make Jira fields dynamic based on other field in the JSM Jira forms. Okay, so that uh, the fields will operate accordingly. I think hope this video uh, got it. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and please watch my channel for further updates and further for more interesting videos in Jira. Thank you.